Hey, all, I'm Hudson Westbrook, and this is my song, House Again. Well, this kitchen used to be a dance hall, music on and the lights off, just you and I. Used to be perfume on your pillow, new day through the window, bringing out the blue in your eyes. Used to be 4 boots by the front door, but 2 ain't there anymore. Now it's just 4 empty walls where I lay my head and get no rest at all. The porch swing don't swing, doorbell don't ring, and now it's just wood on concrete. Numbers on a mailbox don't used to be straight. I guess you were right, I should've left when you did. The house you made a home is now just a house again. These days, all I hear is an echo of you saying, baby, don't go, and your goodbye. If you came back, you'd be surprised you wouldn't even recognize this place without you. What the hell did you do? Now it's just 4 empty walls where I lay my head and get no rest at all. The porch swing don't swing, doorbell don't ring, and now it's just wood on concrete. The numbers on the mailbox don't used to be straight. I guess you were right, I should've left when you did. The house you made a home is now just a house again. The kitchen used to be a dance hall, with music on and the lights off. And now it's just 4 empty walls where I lay my head and get no rest at all. The porch swing don't swing, the doorbell don't ring, and now it's just wood on concrete. The numbers on the mailbox don't used to be straight. Guess you were right, I should've left when you did. The house you made a home is now just a house again.
I'm Katie Neal from Audacy Country, and I am so excited to be sitting down today with our next launch artist. You're going to be hearing his debut single, House Again, on Audacy Country stations all across America, Hudson Westbrook.
Thank you for having me.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
We've been rolling, moving fast, but I'm doing good.
I was going to say, you were telling me some of your schedule. It's like play shows Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, go home to Texas, and then come back to Nashville, and then back to Texas, right?
Yeah, so it's like it's becoming a cycle now. So I think now when it goes back to normal of like having a full week at home, I'm gonna be mixed up. But no, yeah, it's been fun. It's been moving, and I think every bit or every little travel day and packing a bag real fast and throwing boots, jeans, all this stuff in there, like I think it's all gonna be worth it. So.
Do you feel like you're a professional packer now? Like you've got it down?
No.
No?
That's the bad part. But if my laundry was done, then yes, I would be a professional packer. But right now it's it's black shorts and whatever color t-shirt to match with it. So
Exactly. Well, listen, I'm excited to get to know you. This is the first time that we've ever met, get to sit down. I'm excited to have you as a launch artist and for our audience to get to know you. So I kind of would love to just start at the beginning. Talk to me about growing up in Texas and then how you got into music.
Yeah, so I grew up in Stephenville, Texas, in a Texas Tech household. So like all my brothers, sisters, everyone went there. And while we were all growing up, then my parents got a divorce and I moved to the golf course, and then my dad moved to Haskell, Texas, which is like right outside of Abilene. Nothing there. I did not like going there. But and then I went to high school, played football, baseball, basketball, did all the sports, and like that's what I was mostly invested in. And so I was playing guitar for fun, but I was also just so invested in football because in Stephenville, Texas, football is the #1 priority. And then I graduated, and I was like, I'm not going to get my college paid for through football, so I started doing FFA and got really involved with Future Farmers of America and did a lot of speeches, science experiments, and then got scholarships to go to Tech. And then once I went to Tech, I needed to make a little extra money, so I was breaking bulls, show cattle, and then I was also working at a feed store. And so I would listen to music all day, and I was like, why don't I just do this? Like, if I love music so much when I'm sitting in the car, then I ought to try it. And so I ended up writing my first song, which was Take It Slow, and it went viral on TikTok. And at that moment, I was like, I didn't know what any of that meant. You know, I went from throwing hay bales and waking up at 6 a.m. and not worrying about, I mean, I was going to concerts and stuff, but I didn't know what like a viral moment was. I wasn't watching social media like that. And so that happened, and then I started posting and writing, and now here we are today. So
when you made the decision
playing live shows, that happened very fast too. Like I bought a van, a trailer, got a band together in like a matter of like 3 weeks. We put a set together in a week, went and played it the next day. So it's been just quick turnover. So
yeah, you've had a very wild year for sure. So when you make the decision, you're like, I want to try music, and you write the song and you post it. Have you told anybody like in your family, close friends, like this is what I want to do, I'm going to try it?
No, I mean, no one. It was more of like we're in the dorm room, I'm playing it, and my college buddies are like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you playing that?" And they're like, "That's good, but like whatever, because it's your buddies, you know. They're not gonna be like hyping you up."
No, they're not.
And so my family was like, whenever it all started, they were like, "We don't know if this is really even what Hudson wants to do." While they were talking to my the team that I was talking to, River House, and they're like, "Well, we just don't know if like this is." Like his plan, because I didn't say a word to any of them. Like I just posted it. I was doing my own thing. And then ACL rolled around, and we were playing that festival, and my mom and my brother had came, and I was on stage, and I was like, yeah, well, this is a song about breaking bulls in Fort Worth, driving back and forth, and I just dropped out of college, so this fits perfect. And we like go into it, and my mom was sitting in the crowd, and she came backstage, and she was like, "What the hell did you just do?" All mad at me, and I was like, "Trust me, Mom, like it'll be all right." Like,
so she found out that you dropped out while you were on stage.
While I was on stage, she didn't know.
Oh my God, I can't decide if that's like the best thing or the worst thing, because at least you didn't have to like.
At least I didn't have to like really face the fact that
you
I
weren't
dropped
alone
out.
with her. Yeah. She can't kill you if there's witnesses.
So it was kind of like easing into it, but for me, but not for her, and. Then we put out House again and dropped the EP and have been rolling this year, and just dropped Sober, which is my biggest song yet as of, well, not bigger than House again, but biggest song as a release yet. And so it's been going really good. I'm really lucky. So
I saw when you posted about Sober on Friday, you were like, this is also the 1-year anniversary since you put music out. So when I say like truly you have had a year.
Yeah,
it's
exactly
insane.
A year right about now.
Like, how do you even, I'm trying, like, it's so wild because I mean, you're still kind of in it, but like, that is, like, what has probably been the wildest thing that's happened this year?
The wildest thing that's happened this year was probably, I mean, taking a song to radio and watching it climb and like seeing people have faith in it. Like, not even because I'm here, I'm saying that. Like, it's just weird because a year ago today, I was just, it's different when you're chasing like catching traction, and once you have a song that catches traction, it really takes off. Like you don't realize, but that one song can change everything. And so just watching that song grow has been crazy. And then that translates to people singing it live, and that's where like you see people bawling out there, and then you see people coming up to the merch booth. Like that's my favorite thing to, as in like a personal like attribute to what I do, is people are giving their emotions to me, you know, and they're like, dude, that song you wrote about a house like got me through this, this, and this. And I was like, that makes it worth it, you know? So.
Yeah, it's got to be such a, like, with it, how fast this has all happened to you, like a crazy thing to realize, like how powerful the words that you're
just
singing
being an
are.
artist is. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like once you're that for someone else, you don't realize that, you know, but someone's been that for you. And so that's what's really cool. So I always try to put myself back in their shoes of how do they feel about this song, you know?
Talk about writing House Again and like the inspiration for that song.
Yeah, well, I was sitting on the back porch at Zeb, my manager's house, because I was coming there. I came there for 3 weeks to basically like, all right, let's go write and let's do the next thing. And so the night before, I'd written 2 songs, and I was like, it was my first time ever co-writing in my entire life. I co-wrote.
Nerve-wracking, I'm sure.
Yeah, so you're sitting there with like dudes that have written songs that are very, you know, well known, and you're just a kid that came from Lubbock that was in a fraternity 3 weeks ago, you know, and working to make a living. And so I'd sit in the rooms, I'd get a little nervous, you know, and then on the 3rd day, I remember I had written just, well, this kitchen used to be a dance hall, and then I had, now this is 4 empty walls, and I had put like the house you made a home is now just a house again. And it was kind of like that was just a statement I was saying, like it was just, this is the general idea of the song. And then we're sitting in the room, and I'm sitting with Dan Alley and Neil Medley, and like those were the first dudes that I ever opened up with, like in the writing room, and was like, bro, I don't even know what's going on right now. Like, I'm super nervous, but let's write one. Like, I'm excited. They're like, dude, we'll just be natural and take it where you want to take it, and we'll help you. And he was like, we're just here to add context. And so we wrote the song, and it came together, and then I kind of pocketed it for I guess it was like 2 months, which doesn't seem like that long, but with our turnover rate. In the context
of a year? Yeah.
Yeah. Like in a turnover rate of what we've been trying to do, it was very, very, very long. And like I kind of threw it on the back burner. And then we played it all summer, and people would come up to me and be like, good set, that song about the house. And I was like, all right, next night. Good set, that song about the house was really good. And so I was like, you know what, I'm going to cut it. And we took it to Ryan Humans, and he came up with just slowing it down a ton. And
so it was more up-tempo originally.
And there's a 3 minor in there that ended up being a really big thing on the whole song. And then the intro, the bump, 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 like usually that's a background thing. And he was like, you know what, let's try that rubber or that palm muted thing on the top. And so in the beginning, Zeb was like, let's put this out because it's different. And like, I thought it was too niche to, you know, relate for other people to relate. And yeah, but it turned out great. It turned out great.
The music video I thought was also phenomenal. Like a very emotional music video. Yeah.
And the funny thing about that is like, we didn't know what we were taking the music video for at the moment. Like we were just taking it for House Again, but now it's reached so many people, and it's just weird to see. Like that day we were like, all right, we're doing a music video, and then it's like, all right, now it has the most views out of anything, and it has I was like, dang, I should have, I don't know, like I look
like
back
you maybe
and I'm
didn't
like,
realize what you were doing in the moment.
Yeah.
But I think maybe that's what gives it there's something about it to me that's very like natural. 90s video nostalgic. Like it's simple, it's not like it's crazy overproduced, but it's like very profound.
And it's like what I would have if I did take it like not take it seriously, but if I would have really known that 3 million people were going to see it, like that's what I would have done, you know, or for whatever it was. But yeah, it's been a cool song.
There's certain things I feel like right now you'll look back later and you're like, I had no idea what was going on, but I don't think you're supposed to know what's going on right now. Like you're
yeah, well, every artist like puts out a song and they're like, oh, I would have done this, or like what was like I didn't even realize what was happening at that moment, but I was so caught up in the writing or like the videoing or the singing or the producing that I didn't see this end. But
you know, somebody who I feel like is maybe like 2 close to 3 years ahead of you also at your label is Bailey Zimmerman. Like a similar story. Like Bailey's like working on trucks, decides to post a TikTok that goes viral. Have the two of you spent any time together or gotten to know each other?
We text each other a lot.
Well, I'm glad that you two know each other because I feel like there's not many people who can relate to the crazy year that you've had.
Yeah.
And like he can.
Yeah, exactly.
For certain. Like,
and that's what's kind of nice is like when you're going through it, you feel like you're going through it alone. And then once you meet other artists, and like all my friends were just college kids, and like you meet another artist and you're like, hold up. So like, you have that problem too? Because like none of my friends do, you know?
No, definitely. It can be, it's all very exciting. It's very fun. It can be very lonely. And like I said, you've had a very different career path than most people. What are your college buddies who were like giving you a hard time in the dorm room? Like, what are you doing? What do they think now that all this has happened?
Well, it was funny because we went to spring break in Destin, Florida, and they were all just like, what's up, dude? And like, thought we were just going to be able to hang out. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, y'all, we probably shouldn't like go where the party is. And they were like, nah, dude, we're fine. We go. And I don't have a single minute that's free on the beach. Like it's every single sorority and fraternity in the United States on a beach. So it's like this is like my main crowd, you know, and so we're out there and everyone's coming up to me and all my buddies are like, all right, this is miserable. Like, let's just go home, dude. And they're like, but they're so happy for me. Like they're excited. They always try to make shows. Like one of my buddies hopped on the bus with us this weekend and came to 3 shows and just hung out. Yeah. And
that's so fun though, that like to be able to do stuff like that.
And then it's funny because they're like, I'm his bodyguard. You cannot talk to him right now. I'm like, all right, dude. But
that's really funny. You mentioned the sororities and fraternities. You've been playing a ton of sororities. Talk about like how that started and how that's going.
Yeah, so we got with a company and we were like, we want to go tour these sorority houses and also just play them a song and invite them, and whoever wants to come can come. Like it's not like I'm bringing all them in and we're doing this. And so we went there and they gave me a house tour, and then after the house tour, we did a little like acoustic song in front of all them, and then we did like throughout Darlin' Hats, and it's kind of just a thing to like show everyone that like go to these little markets that I know I can build fans from like day one. Like those are college kids, and if they're there at a college level, they're going to be there when they're 40, 50, you know. And and it was cool to watch people show up. I was like, geez, that many people are here.
I mean, you're literally in a phase of like one by one recruiting fans.
Yeah.
And that's a great way doing something like that. People will never forget that, like you said. You posted recently and said the album is done.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
That feels really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we finished it on Monday in the closet at my house. So I hadn't moved in yet, so we had no soundproof room. So we just go into the trailer and we pull all the clothes out and we hang them up in the closet. And,
I've done this.
Yeah, and we finished the vocals and just how you started, you know, firsthand.
I was doing a radio show in a closet for 3 years. Yeah.
But we got it done, and it is my favorite set of songs. I am so excited.
What can you say? Like, is there like a concept to the record, or is it kind of like just the best songs you feel like you've written or heard?
I feel like a very apparent like thing in all my new songs is just like sayings that I say, and that's kind of fun to kind of like throw out there and use them, like, because I kind of want to use my voice as much as I can. So I was like, I'm just going to use things that I say all the time.
Like what?
And just like, funny seeing you here. I'm living rent free in her head, or like she's living rent free in my head, or like just little things like that I feel like just haven't been done yet. And so I was like, I'm going to do them. And so I'm excited to see. And sonically, like, I really found out what I want to do, what my limits are, like what instruments I won't use, what instruments I will use. And we had time in the studio to like really dial in, because in the past I've been like, I'm going to, like, we got 3 hours and we got 3 songs, like we're rolling, and we always overdub stuff if we needed to. But this time it was like, we got 9 hours, and whatever we get done in the 9 hours, cool. Like, let's make this as good as and that was just a matter of like maturity of like, it's okay to spend 9 hours in the studio and work on
exactly,
songs, you know?
Well, when you're paying for it hour by hour in the beginning, you're like, oh, we got to get in and out. Like, we got 3 hours, you have to do 3 songs.
So I'm super excited. It's going to be a big shock factor for everyone just because the sound that we went with is very dialed in now, and it's the same throughout the record. There's 1 or 2 songs that I'm really excited about that are really different, but those are just kind of, I feel like I wrote them, and I think in the beginning I was like, someone else could sing these, and I was like, no, actually I'm gonna sing them because just I want to have something different for people to listen to. It's refreshing, and if all 15 songs are the same thing, then it's not going to be fun to listen to.
Yeah,
you know?
no,
So,
for sure. Well, I'm glad that you're so excited about it. I
Yeah.
know everybody's really excited to hear it. You've got tour dates on the calendar this year. So Parker McCollum, Midland, Eli Young Band, Cole Swindell, Ian Munsick. Have any of those happened yet, or are those all?
we did Eli Young Band, Ian Munsick, and we haven't done Parker yet. So
Are you
our first
excited
day with
about
Parker
that?
is Red Rocks. And
Is it?
I'm hyped about that.
It's
I
gonna
might
be-
cry a little bit.
I saw Parker at Red Rocks last year. It poured from the second he came on stage till he went off stage, and it was like a religious experience. It was so much
Yeah.
fun. But also, like, you grew up listening to a lot of Parker, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be
Yeah,
fun. To
that
go with
was the coolest part. Is I was like, that was the dude that I listened to in the car when I was 7 years old, 8 years old, and that's what's weird for like a new wave of artists is like who we grew up listening to is so different. You know what I mean? Especially being from Texas and like experiencing the whole Limestone Kid thing firsthand.
Yeah.
Of like, that's what was getting played around Texas because that was his Texas building point. And yeah, it's cool for one to it to be Red Rocks, and 2 for it to be Parker is even cooler. So.
Yeah, you're gonna have a very good 2025 for sure. When you aren't singing, you aren't on the road, what are you doing? I mean, it's probably been a while since you had time for like a hobby, but like, how do you spend your free time?
Usually, when I'm free, I'll go fishing or hunting. We hog hunt a lot in Stephenville, so we go to the dairies and call or hunt, and then deer hunt. If I'm sitting at home doing nothing, I'll watch Landman, or I'll watch what's another one I've been watching? I've only watched Landman and Outer Banks. Those are the only 2 TV series I've ever watched.
Those are 2 good ones.
Yeah, they're good. But I'm a very like I gotta be intrigued right off the bat, and even in the music that like I do, I'm like if it doesn't catch my ear right off the bat, it bothers me. And then when I go back home, like with my mom and stuff, we take the boat out. I wakeboard, like surf, snowboard, just all the sports things. My mom was always traveling, so
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then did I hear you have a birthday next month?
we do have a birthday.
21? Is that
Yeah.
your 21st? Do you have big plans for this?
No,
No?
I'm chilling.
Are you gonna be like on the road for it?
I'm hanging out,
You're like
like
not even worried about
No,
it.
I want to do something really fun and big, but I was like, I honestly just want to go hang out with my buddies in Lubbock and go out. Because even there, it's like, everyone knew me before, so we just hang out. And it's not like, oh my gosh, he's in town. It's like, let's just go hang out at the bar and drink, you know?
I would say that's probably like the easier place for you
Yes.
to go out right now. Like where you're saying like at the beach, you can't really go anywhere. People are stopping you, but
Yeah.
they
And
all
if I
know
throw
you.
a shebang, then my voice will be gone the next day. So
Exactly.
I know
yeah.
how that goes. I've been there and done that. So
I would say you got to be careful. I'm sure Bailey has talked about that too. Like a lot of
Yeah.
times, like you don't realize like how much like sleep you're not gonna get. And
yeah. and you just keep rolling and you're excited and then you wake up on Sunday and you're like hey, and I'm like, oh no,
yeah, that's a real thing.
it's gone and we got a radio thing tomorrow. So